Hey, today's Friday. It's End Time Watchman. I'm backslid. I just want to let y'all know. Look, I done fell off the wagon. I done did it. I'm drinking a bull today. God knows I've tried. I just sometimes know flesh is weak. You know, you get up, you read stuff, you see what's going on with the financials, you see what's going on with a bunch of idiots in Washington that call themselves rulers, and you know, you look at videos and you get phone call after phone call about, well, this is going on with this person's losing their house, this person just lost their job again, or these people been out of work since June. I get personal emails about people been out of work since March of last year. You know, and so I'm sorry, I just backslid. I fell off the wagon. I try to eat healthy and do healthy, but you know, I just fell off today. It's a Red Bull energy drink. I don't know, man. I know they're not good for you, but I'm gonna drink this one anyway, and hope the mercy of God will still be on me for it. Well. Today will be a rant. Not actually a rant. It actually be, I don't know if it should be called a rant or not, but today will be a day when I just lay stuff on the line. And you got to remember, I'm in the Don't Give a Rip Club. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a rip about being politically correct. And I don't worry about the consequences of what I say, because what I'm going to tell you is true. So there's just so much, y'all. There's just so much. So much is taking place in America, and it's almost as if those that are presenting the destruction of America, they don't care. They do not care what you and I believe. They don't care. They don't care that they've stole your money. They stole your money. I mean, look up. Why don't you look it up? I've already got it pulled up here. We'll hit some stuff. Like I said, it's a Friday rant. Oh, I'm just gonna lay it on the line today. And CB1122 says she's made a lot of rants and didn't publish them. So have I, honey. Ooh, boy, I made some that you'd have to hide the kids. I backslid so bad. If that makes sense. But anyway, I wouldn't publish them. I didn't publish them, but we'll see how this one turns out. We might just go for the gusto today, since I'm backsliding drinking. Oh, I know I shouldn't drink this, but a little sugar there, sodium, nice, and vitamin B2, 250%, but not a significant source of anything good for you, I'm sure, but I'm going to finish it nonetheless. And we'll get ready to rumble here in just a second. Just a second. Boy, that thing was good. That about made me high. Just a joke there. You know, I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Dang, that's a big old deer. There's two of them. I'm really trying to restrain and refrain myself this morning. I really am. Boy, they're pretty. I wish y'all could see them. See, I try to look at stuff like that, and I try to keep a good attitude, and knowing that even the deer, it's winter here and we got snow, and yet the deer right here around the house, and you know, they're not eating what they normally eat in the spring here, or the summer. They're having to eat evergreen needles off the trees and stuff, but they're surviving. They're not near as they don't have near as much stored fat on them now, because they stored it up there in the summer, and now they've come through a lot of the winter, and there's still more to go, matter of fact, and they're not quite as fat as they were, if that's the right term to use. And I apologize if I'm looking at them. I'm just looking at them. No, I don't apologize for it, but they're sticking together as a team, these two deer are, and they'll eat a little bit, and then they'll look around. They'll eat a little bit more, but you know that them deer, and one of them's a fawn, 1 year, probably a year old. Dang, there's another one, big dude. All right, what I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing they've stuck together as a team. Okay, they're not necessarily eating what they used to eat in the summer when the grass is plentiful and the berries are plentiful, but yet they're surviving. And I'm going to tell you, this is to go to the people that are not or have not been putting up food. Even the animals got enough sense. Got enough sense to get in survival mode in certain seasons. Even the deer. But the deer also know that there are wolves. Excuse me, where I live now, there are wolves and bears, and 2 were seen day before yesterday. They also know that they better be on the lookout for the wolves. You see. And I guess what I'm saying here is that their survival depends on how alert they stay. Their survival depends on them knowing their enemy. And their survival depends on what they can get in food and in shelter during the hard times of winter. I'm going to try to put it like this, and I want you to think and understand what I'm trying to say. But just as those deer are experiencing winter in the natural form, if I may put it to you like this, winter has come to America. It is here. But the problem is, this winter, this hard time, is not going to leave. I don't care what no economist says. I do not care. I don't care what he says, because it's not going to leave. But in all the trouble and trial and tribulation that so many of you are already in the middle of, or just experiencing and realizing that things are tough. As I said, I hadn't worked since September. I understand the problems. I would suggest that you hear me and take this advice I'm giving you right now. Whatever you do, don't curse yourself. Don't say, and this ain't no rebuke to nobody, this is an encouragement to everybody. Don't never say you can't make it. Don't you ever say that you can't make it. You know, I've got kids, for an example, let me say this. I've got kids that they don't fly around with angel wings. We train them the best we can according to the Word of God. We're not perfect. But if they do something wrong, I ain't going to curse that kid and say, that little old devilish piece of nothing, look at you, you're going to turn out to be nothing. I would never say that to my kids. It'd take an idiot to do that. But I tell them, look, God don't want you doing that, and I don't neither. God's in heaven, I'm on earth, I'm fixing to tan your hide. Okay? Now, you're better than that, so don't act like that's what I tell them. But at the same time, we got to recognize that about ourselves. When we go through tough times, don't curse yourself. You got to gird up the loins of your mind, and you got to say, I'm not going to quit. I am not a quitter, because God don't make any quitters. He doesn't. I'll be back. Don't leave me.